Hey everybody, welcome to another con support video. This video is on dividing mixed numbers, okay? Dividing mixed numbers. So let's go through and do that. You guys have it right here, dividing mixed numbers. And let's see how it looks. So ultimately, basic process for dividing mixed numbers would be to change them to improper fractions or top-heavy fractions first. And then change the division to multiplication by following the keep, flip, change kind of algorithm. And then multiply like normal. So let's see how it goes. First things first, I've got 4 2/3 here divided by 1/2. So let's do that. 4 2/3 divided by 1/2. Okay. So first things we're going to do is change this one on the left to an improper or top-heavy fraction. So 4 times 3 plus 2. So 4 times 3 is 12 plus 2 is 14. So 4 2/3 is exactly the same as 14/3. Once you have that, you're going to just copy everything else and bring it down for the ride. 14/3 divided by 1/2. Now, if I wanted to rewrite this as multiplication, I have to remember the keep, flip, change. So keep the one on the left the same. 14/3 stays 14/3. Flip the one on the right to its reciprocal. So whatever you're dividing by, that gets flipped top to bottom. And you get 2/1, right? And then change your division to multiplication, right? So it's keep, flip, change. Keep the one on the left, flip the one on the right, and change division to multiplication. And then you can multiply through like normal. So I don't see any common factors in top and bottom to cancel. 14 times 2 is 28, and 3 times 1 is 3. How many times does 3 go into 28? Well, 3 times 8 would be 24. 3 times 9 would be 27. So that'd be 9, and 1 extra left over. So the answer is positive 9 1/3. And let's put it in. So the way you put it into the computer here is you put 9 space 1/3, and there you go. Okay. Remember, dividing by 1/2 is the same as timesing by 2. So double 4 2/3 is what? 9 1/3. Let's take a look at the next one. So for the next one, we're just going to clear this canvas and start again. We've got 3/5 divided by 2 1/2. So this time we have 3/5. We're dividing that by 2 1/2. First, change your mixed numbers into improper fractions or top-heavy fractions. So you have 3/5 divided by 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5, so that's 5/2. Then you're going to do the keep, flip, change algorithm for dividing fractions. So you're going to say keep the one on the left the same, that's 3/5. Change the one on the right, flip the one on the right to its reciprocal. So flip that one top to bottom. So dividing by 5/2 is the same as multiplying by 2/5. And then change the operation from division to multiplication. And so now we've got our new problem here. 3/5 times 2/5. Look for canceling anything on top and bottom. 3 and 2 have no common factor, 5 and 5 other than 1. So you're done with that. Just multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, and you're golden. 3 times 2 is 6, and 5 times 5 is 25. So the correct answer here is 6/25. So you're going to go to your calculator here. You can put 6/25, and you're good to go. Next up, we've got 3 1/8 divided by 1 2/3. Let's clear our canvas and do this problem. So we have 3 1/8. We're dividing that by 1 2/3. First things first, we're going to change it from mixed numbers into improper or top-heavy fractions. 3 times 8 plus 1, that's 24 plus 1, which is 25. So this is 25/8. And 1 times 3 plus 2, that's 3 plus 2 is 5, so that's the same as 5/3. Now you're going to use your keep, flip, change algorithm, which basically tells you to keep the one on the left the same. So 25/8 stays the same. You're going to flip the one on the right to its reciprocal. Just flip it top to bottom. And you're going to get 3/5 there. And then you're going to change the one on the right, the division into multiplication, right? So what does that mean? It means that 25/8 divided by 5/3 is exactly the same as 25/8 times 3/5. And now you're looking to cancel something from top and bottom. that is a common factor, and I'm seeing that you have one of those, right? So if I look at this more carefully, let's change the color here. How about like orange? I can see that 5 and 25 can be canceled by 5, right? So you can divide top and bottom by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 25 divided by 5 is 5. And then you're going to multiply across the top, across the bottom, and get your answer. 5 times 3 is 15, and 8 times 1 is 8. Now, 15/8 is the correct answer, but you can simplify it into a mixed number by saying 8 goes into 15 one time, and there's 7 left over. So it'll be 1 and 7/8. That's its value. So over here you type in 1 space 7/8, and there's your answer. For the next problem, you've got 4 and 2/3, and we're dividing it by 7. So let's clear this canvas and start again. So you've got 4 and 2/3 divided by 7. 4 and 2/3 divided by positive 7. Now, change the mixed number into the top of your improper fraction. 4 times 3 plus 2. So that's 12 plus 2, which is 14. So it's 14/3 divided by 7 over 1. And I just wrote that as a ratio. 7 over 1 is the same as 7. Anything that's an integer is over 1 to make it into a ratio. And then you're going to look for changing this from division to multiplication using the KFC algorithm. So we're going to keep the one on the left the same. So 14/3 stays the same. We're going to flip the one on the right to its reciprocal. So 7 over 1 becomes 1 over 7. And you're going to change your division into multiplication. So change the division to its reciprocal or inverse operation. And now you're going to look to cancel top and bottom by any common factors, and I'm seeing that there is something we can cancel here. 14 and 7 can both be divided by 7. So 7 divided by 7 is 1, and 14 divided by 7 is 2. And then you're going to multiply across the top and bottom and finish strong. 2 times 1 is 2, and 3 times 1 is 3. So this is ultimately the same as 2/3, right? So this is positive 2/3. So we're going to go over here and we'll put 2/3, and then we are done. And that's how you do it. Hope that helps.